Individually,
Mm.
years, because it wasn't taught in England. I had to go to America to really learn it. There was
Right.
nobody here that could help
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And it was only when I went to America consistently for a period of time that I really became good at it. Now there are people in the UK like myself, and
Mm.
I say, I do a 3-day retreat, and
Mhm.
people come there, and the number of times we captured it on video at the end, testimonials of people saying, I wish I'd done this 20 years ago or 30 years ago,
Mm.
because in 3 days, they managed to leave behind all the stuff they've been hanging on to for decades.
Mm. Yeah.
Because once you learn how fast this is, you can do amazing things with it very quickly.
Mm.
So in 3 days, you can make a transformation. But just like you have a house cleaning, a spring clean at the beginning of the year, doesn't mean you can't
Clean it again.
clean that you get away with not cleaning it.
Yeah.
You have to maintain it, but the maintenance is easy compared to the big clean.
Yeah. Because you've already had a head start, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it becomes a habit, and it's just like breathing. You don't think about it; you just breathe.
Mm. Mm. Fascinating. So, what are your aspirations for what you're doing at the moment? Where are you headed with it?
Um, where I am now, I'm beginning to teach a number of other people to do what I've learned to do
Right.
in the way that I've learned to do it. So that now, for the first time since I came across this, my own particular way of doing things is being taught to other people who are then beginning to work with the people in their communities. So
Okay.
my aspirations are that what I discovered, and to me, it's been a real gift. It's literally saved my life and then allowed me to make something of it.
Mm.
I like to pass on to other people so that they can do the same. So they have an experience of the greatness within them, and then they start to live as that great person rather than the limited person that they've accepted themselves as.
Mm. That's a lovely legacy to leave, isn't it? When you know you've affected and touched that many people's lives, and it's ongoing, especially when you're training other people, and then they start doing it for other people as well. It's a lovely
Yeah,
thing to have.
and what I love about it is the diversity of the people that are learning from me. So these aren't people who have just come to my courses.
Mm.
These are the people who come and help me on my courses. And so the diversity of the people is, there's been there is a doctor, a solicitor, an HR director of a hospital,
Yeah.
amongst other professionals. And these are the quality of people that are beginning to get this now. And
Mm.
because of their role within their careers, they have the ear of a lot of other people. And
Mm.
so they can start to teach them.
Mm. Fantastic. So, how do you see your role within BeCollaboration and the opportunity to collaborate further? What would you like to achieve within that?
To allow people to really get to a place where they can connect with other people within the community at a much deeper level. And by deeper, I don't mean necessarily spend more time together, but when they are together, to
Mm.
have a more meaningful connection where
Mm.
they can really trust each other to help each other to achieve the best for each other, not just for themselves. And when you have a community of people doing that, that's when the world starts to change. It takes more than just a few individuals.
Yes, yeah, definitely. So we have got you coming up for a Know and Be Known fairly soon, haven't we, I believe?
That's
Is it,
right.
is it the London group or the Hertford group?
It's the London group.
The London group. Okay, well, that will be advertised fairly shortly, and hopefully people will come and listen to an hour of your journey and what you're about, and maybe that will be the first step towards sharing what you do with our community and seeing how we can empower them, because I know there are a lot of people that have done self-development within BeCollaboration and have gone on maybe the our flagship course, the Be Inspired course, and have learned so much, or have been recommended to go on to Landmark Education, or have been recommended to go on I've forgotten the name of it now. No, it's gone. There's another version a bit like Landmark, but whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying, whether it's Anthony Robbins or whatever, I think people that are out to make a difference to others and to the rest of the world and realize that the time on earth is their time to create something where they can leave a legacy. I think they're going to be fascinated by connecting with you in order for them to explore something else. It might not be new to them, they might have experienced it before, but it will be something else, obviously from a different perspective, from your perspective, because I would imagine what you're sharing is going to be pretty unique from where you come from. Although other people might be doing it, there's still going to be your take on how it's
We
done.
all have our own take, but whichever discipline it is that we specialize in, everybody has their own life experience which they bring into it. And I've had my life experience of heartbreak in different areas that I bring into this. And the beauty is we all have something to contribute to each other. We can always learn, and the most successful people I've come across are the people who never stop learning.
Yeah. I mean, if somebody paid me to learn, that would be amazing. But the thing is, you learn and you pay other people to learn, and then you go and spread it, pass it forward, don't you? And then sometimes people pay you to learn the lesson as well.
I do. I really believe that now I get paid to do two things: to have fun at the time of my life, and to learn. Because every person that turns up on one of my courses is teaching me as much as I'm teaching them. Whilst I'm teaching them what I've learned, that's helped me. They're teaching me to become better at what I do by helping them.
It's fair, isn't it? That's a win-win. So I know you've got a course coming up fairly soon, haven't you? Is it next weekend?
It's next Friday, 7 days from now, and it's sold out. So that's the last one for another 6 months. So
okay, so when's the next one? Back in
it's November. Early November.
And if somebody was interested in getting on that already and getting themselves a place, because I know they usually sell out, how could they get in touch with you?
Through my website, which is sanjayshah.tv, sanjayshah.tv. Connect with me and have what I call a meaningful conversation, because really it's about you having a sense of, is this really going to help you? Because it might not be the thing for you, it might be something else. And I only want to work with people that I know I can help, and they know that I can help them as well, because then it's a win-win situation.
One of the things as well, I remember you saying when you were recommending it to me, and I have yet to go on, so I'm hoping I can do the November one, but it isn't just for people that have a need, is it? It's also for people like myself that are voracious learners and want to understand more and find out more. Not just for me to obviously improve myself, but then to be able to pass it on to other people as well, to support.
Yeah, because it's a skill set that fits into anything else that you're doing, because it's a core competency. Just like thinking is, so are emotions. And if you can learn to combine the two, and then also at some stage develop the third one, which is the gut instinct, then you are using all of your God-given, if I call it that, intelligence is to their maximum. Because most of us only use one system. Some of us are lucky enough to use two, but a few of us are very, very fortunate to have come across teachings which teach us all three of them.
Yeah, definitely. And I would imagine most coaches would find it useful. And I suppose that, is there a kind of a line that you say, if you get triggered very easily by somebody else, if you find that there's something missing in your life, if you believe that other people are always wrong and you're always right, if you know, all these kind of things that are kind of consistently you, but actually they're restricting you rather than helping you to grow, then this is the sort of course that is going to release all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of coaches, actually business coaches, who come to me because they know that with my skill set I can do things to help the clients that they can't. So quite often I get referrals from business coaches, because whilst they're absolutely brilliant at their business coaching,
it's
they
different.
can't do the sort of things that I do. And because we're in different types of fields, there's no kind of competition between us.
Totally collaborative, isn't it?
I work with a lot of business people, but if any of the business people came to me and said, actually, I've got this business strategy problem, I know the people to refer them to, and it's not me, because I don't know anything about business strategy to the level at which business coaches do.
Yeah, definitely. Well, listen, can you believe, Sanjay, that we've been talking nearly an hour? This has been fascinating. I've absolutely loved it. Is there anything else that you feel you wanted to share that I've not asked you a question or you wanted to say? Or
What I do, what I teach, is an experience. It can't be learned from a book. There's a reason I haven't written a book yet. It's because I'm still at the stage at which I believe the best way of teaching is to give people an experience of what it is. And mind intelligence is something you can learn from theory. Emotional intelligence, you can't get from theory, you have to experience. You can't think about a feeling, you have to feel a feeling.
Yeah.
Just as you can't feel a thought, you have to think it.
That's a really good combination. Yeah, a really good way of looking at it. But I do think, as somebody who helps people write books, I do think a book is a wonderful thing to support people on their journey, because it's also a stepping stone for the experience.
I'm sure it will come about.
Do that one day.
And is maybe you and I should be sitting down so you can teach.
So I think I would love to do that. Pick your brain. That would be fantastic. So we know how to get in touch with you. That's sanjayshah.tv at...
that's the website. So the email address is sanjay@sanjayshah.tv.
Okay. And the next program is in November, but if they want to see you, we have to come to BeCollaboration and see you.
Yeah. I mean, there are things they can do in between. They don't have to wait for the course, but BeCollaboration is a good opportunity to actually get to meet me and talk to me.
Yeah. Find out all the stuff that you don't know about yourself and about you as well. Thank you so much.
And teach me at the same time, because I'm there to learn.
Well, exactly. It's fascinating. And to be honest, there are an awful lot of business coaches and life coaches and personal development coaches within the BeCollaboration community. So to know that they've got you kind of in their back pocket, I think is a massive asset. And there should be lots of potential collaborations and projects that you could do together. I'm sure people are mulling it over. We need to get you more visible in our community, which is why you're here, basically. So thank you very much again. It's been a pleasure having you on our podcast, Journey of Possibility. Just to remind people, we've got meetings coming up. We've got Hertford on the 17th of May. We've got Surrey the following Thursday. We've got London, which is the 28th of May. After that, just after the bank holiday weekend, we are launching Liverpool on the 17th of May. So very excited about that. Sangeeta Patel is busy pulling all those wonderful people in from Liverpool, a city that knows about community. So I'm really interested to get up there and see what they make of BeCollaboration. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be launching in West London as well on the 4th of September, but that's to be confirmed. Please, if you've enjoyed this podcast, please share it with your friends and come along to a BeCollaboration meeting. To find out where and how to book on, just go to becollaboration.com and you'll find all the details in there as well. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much, Sanjay. It's been great having you on.
Thank you.
Cheers. Take care.